I gotta watch this
Yes!
whole.
I bought your Colgate toothpaste, the one with tartar control, and it made me feel like a piece of shit!
This city deserves a better class of criminal. And I'm gonna give it to him. No! You'll see. I'll show you.
You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
And welcome back. We're back with, I want to say this will probably be our last episode for the night. So, I'm gonna steal your idea from what you did with your chunk, and I'm gonna have, like, a little sign that details our history digging this chunk.
Yes.
Because I genuinely like that idea. I think it's very, very good. It's wholesome. So... So, I want to say a couple months ago, I have rediscovered a YouTube legend. And I just remembered how fucking funny this fucking dude is. Do you remember the Tourettes guy?
Yes.
That's really all I have to say. It's just, do you remember the Tourette's guy? Like, it's all gonna flood back. Like,
God.
so let me detail my history of getting back into the craze that is the Tourette's guy. So I'm just doing my normal thing. I'm laying in bed, killing time, scrolling through YouTube, and one of the videos that I see is by Wavy Web Surf, who is a YouTuber that I love. He does, like, very small scale video essays about certain internet shit. I'm pretty sure he did one about Ken Penders. I'm pretty sure he did one about Chris Chan. He's, like, basically my go-to whenever, like, there's, like, an internet cult icon that I haven't heard about in, like, a couple years. And, like, one of his videos is Whatever Happened to the Tourette's Guy. Because, like, it's been years since I've heard that fucking name. So I was like, damn, the Tourette's guy. Fuck. And so I watched that video. Apparently, the Tourette's guy has continued posting shit. In fact, let me go over to the Tourette's guy YouTube channel right now and see when the last video was. Come on. So, get this. The most latest Tourette's guy video came out 2 years ago.
Really?
2 years ago.
Jesus.
And so, a little background on this shit, because there was some shit in that video made by Wavy Web Surf that I didn't know about. So, it's pretty much confirmed at this point that the Tourette's guy is a character. Like,
okay.
the whole thing with, like, Tony the Tiger, the neck brace and all that shit, like, a lot of people assume that the guy playing it does actually have Tourette's, but he has, like, a level of control over it that he can use it for comedy. A lot like, do you know the streamer Swedenita?
Yes.
Yeah. Very similar to her. So, like, people made that realization, and so the reason why the Tourette's guy stopped, like, doing shit a lot is because people managed to find out where he lived, because a lot of people thought he had died. You know, there was, like, there was a hoax back in the day of, like, early internet days when Tourette's guy was really popular, that he had died. And so people, but people didn't know if it was real or not. And so people had managed to find out where he lived And because of that, people kept coming up to him, kept being like, "Oh my god, you're the Tourette's guy. I love your shit. Like, you're so funny." And like, of course, finding where he lives is like, even if it was meant for good intentions, don't do that.
Yeah.
Just don't.
Yeah.
It's even if it's for good intentions, it's always just a bad idea. But no, he didn't die, and because they found out where he lived, people kept like talking to him. So he stopped doing them because he didn't like the fact that people kept like going up to him and being like, "Oh my god, you're the Tourette's guy." Pretty sure one person actually came to his house, which was fucked up.
Awful.
Yeah. But he still does the videos every now and then. And so yeah, like in this most recent one, if I remember it correctly, I watched it all the way through. It's still fucking hilarious to this day. Like, I watched the newest one, and then I watched all the original ones, and that shit had me fucking dying. Like, like after a while, like, it got to the point where, like, I'd just be chilling in my room by myself, dead silent, and then I'll just say, like, pissing out the window and shitting out the window are two different things. Like, just some shit like that. Or like, who gives a shit about Bigfoot? Like, all the dumb shit he'd used to say. Like, just out of nowhere. I just remembered my fucking favorite one is when he's like digging through the fucking fridge and like his son comes out of nowhere and he's like, "Dad, can we go to the store and get some Captain Crunch?" He's like, "You're a or I don't remember exactly, but it's so funny. Oh my god, I love that fucking guy. I love Tourette's guy. That shit is still hilarious. But yeah, no, the most recent video, like, they had filled a room filled with empty beer cans just so they could have him like stumble around inside, making it seem like all he's been doing for the past couple of years is just drinking beer. It's so funny. Like, Jesus.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, please. When we're done here, please go over to the Tourette's Guy channel, and like everybody, literally everybody who like watches the channel, please go over to the Tourette's Guy channel and give him some love. I love that goddamn channel. I love that channel. I love the fucking Tourette's guy. Obviously, don't harass him if you know where he lives, but like, oh my god. Just hearing that name again was like, holy fuck, it's all coming back.
Tourette's guy, there we go.
Out the window. It's
Buried
so
alive, that's what it is. There
Yeah.
it is. I gotta watch
Yes,
this whole thing.
I bought your Colgate toothpaste, the one with tartar control, and it made me feel like a piece of shit. That shit was my goddamn childhood. I'm surprised they're still doing that, especially with like how YouTube is now, with how like fucking strict and shit. Also, have you heard about some of the shit that fucking YouTube's been doing with their videos?
No.
So YouTube recently enacted a change that made it so if you swear at all in the first like 10 to 15 seconds of the video, or if you swear excessively, you know, like we do, the video will get demonetized.
Huh.
Like, which is whatever. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, we don't get paid for this. I don't want to get paid for this. It's whatever. It's just a fun hobby. Like, the second I get paid, I'll be terrified that suddenly the entire channel will turn corporate and I'll feel like a fucking hack. I would much rather this just be a hobby than me getting any money from it. Like, okay, me not getting any money from it is whatever, but like, if I got like a couple bucks, it's like whatever, but like, I don't want it to be my main source of income. But like, dude, the fact that you can't swear at all, like, first 15 seconds of the video, and you can't talk like I do, where you're just swearing every other fucking sentence, like, Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like I said, and I also, if you go under a Tourette's guy video, I commented, I was like, I'm pretty sure this is how I learned how to swear.
Yeah.
So, like, which explains a lot about me and how I, like, swear every, like, other sentence. But it's like, dude, swearing is, like, the seasoning of my sentences. They make my sentences better.
Bro, you know what I just thought of?
Hmm.
Like when you said like this explains a lot about like why I am the way that I am. That made me think of fucking Beleno Productions who did like all of the Sonic Zombie.
Oh my god, yes!
Dude, the Sonic and Jaws video, I'm pretty sure is like the catalyst of why I started liking Sonic in the first place.
That's so funny. I don't remember what got me into Sonic. That's the thing.
It was like that, and then probably like Sonic X, I think. And then I watched Sonic Underground, and then Sad I Am.
Sonic Underground.
Underground. That show is so good. If you don't agree with me, get out of my neighborhood, okay?
It's so funny. It's so
Get
funny
off
that
my
you
block.
It's so funny that you said that because I was literally about to be like, that show is so shit.
Alright, get off my block, JJ. You're not allowed here anymore. I like that show.
It's okay.
Man,
You're
it's my
allowed to
favorite
like the
character.
show, just like how I'm allowed not to like the show.
Alright, let's agree to disagree then.
And I'm almost certain if I watch it, it'll probably be a guilty pleasure type thing where I'll still enjoy it, even though it's objectively bad.
Yeah. That is true.
But, fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, but, like, I feel like the reason I got into Sonic is because my dad fucking bought a fucking, like, the Sonic collection of shit. So, like, it was, like, pretty much, like, every Sonic game that had been released up until that point available for, like, the GameCube. But you had to unlock each game by playing another game. And because I was playing the GameCube games on my Wii and I didn't have an SD card, I would only play Sonic 3 or Sonic and Knuckles. Because I only remember being in like Mushroom Hill Zone and Sonic and Knuckles and playing as Knuckles. Like that's all I remember from that game. Like everything else, like it's gone. But
Weird.
yeah, no, that Sonic zombie shit was my childhood, and I find it very funny that now both Sonic and zombies are like my two favorite things right now.
Yeah.
Ironic.
I was gonna say like, yesterday I was feeling kinda like spooked for no reason. So like to calm down I decided to watch the Sonic zombie videos just because of the nostalgia.
Yeah.
That shit worked like a charm. They're so goddamn funny. I love the fact that he's just doing everything off the cuff. Like he's just improvising all of it.
We could take my Hummer.
You can use my hammer. He's like, I am such a douchebag, and the fucking hooba dooba joke getting milked
Hooba dooba.
to hell. There were a couple times like watching that series that like killed me. There's like in the third one where they go to space, holy shit, and they're like driving up to like the moon base or whatever, like the discount Death Star. And like he like hits the top of it and like Knuckles goes like, hey yo, watch where you're driving, man, and it just fucking destroyed me. I don't know what about that scene specifically just killed me, but it was just like the bump, they moved on, and then Knuckles was like, hey yo, watch where you're driving, man.
I love how the internet has collectively agreed that that Knuckles is black as fuck.
Yeah, we did just kind of do that to him, didn't we?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about him.
I mean, it doesn't help that literally in Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2, like, all of Knuckles' music is all rap music.
Yeah.
Oh, you left the game.
No, I didn't.
It said you left the game.
I didn't. I apparently did. That's pretty gay.
I'll invite you again.
Thank you.
But, yeah. I miss those early internet days.
Yeah, me too.
And at the
They
same
took
time, I
out-
don't.
They took out one of my favorite parts, or not one of my favorite parts. That sounds bad. Like one of the most memorable parts of like the first episode of the Sonic Zombie stuffs where he like
Oh
has
yeah,
to,
where
like,
it's like he goes supersonic by filling up Rouge's boobs.
and they like he like edited that part out because I guess like it got probably got like complaints or
demonetized.
whatever, or, like it breaks the guidelines for like inappropriate humor.
It's so stupid. Also, go clean
Which is
Minecraft.
dumb, but that's why
I
the
like-
Wayback Machine works.
That's true.
Exists.
That's very true. Oh, go sleep in Minecraft. It's sleep time.
Go creepy Minecraft.
How-
Go creepy Minecraft.
How are you not eepy right now, bro?
How am I not EP right now? How are you EP right now?
Because it's bedtime.
Motherfucker, it's always bedtime.
Dude, okay. I want to describe something that happened. So, a couple days ago, I was playing Project Zomboid with Ian and a friend of ours. So, that game, like I said, I don't know if I said it on recording. That game is terrifying. So, do you know anything about Project Zomboid?
I don't. So.
I'll say. Do you know DayZ? Anna? Homie's dead.
Oh, did my shit just break? What the fuck happened?
Okay, you're back now.
Yeah, what the fuck just happened? I was just laying here and my microphone decided to stop working.
Damn. Cringe. But no,
what were you saying?
I was saying, do you know DayZ?
No.
Okay, well, so Project Zomboid and DayZ, I guess, is a zombie survival simulator games.
Okay.
And so Project Zomboid, it's incredibly realistic with how it depicts a zombie outbreak. Well, realistic in like 50 quotation marks. Like, you could have it to where, like, if you get zombie blood on you, you could you could potentially turn into a zombie. And obviously, and like, you can't cure the zombie outbreak, and there's like no story. It's literally just survive as long as you can. It's really fun. It's really, really fun. And in the game, there are moments where, so in the lore of the game, the lore. In the lore of the game, you're trapped in this like quarantine zone. So like the zombie outbreak is only in like one small area of the world, kind of like 28 Days Later, and there will be times when the news will try and bring in a chopper to see if any survivors are around. But obviously, because helicopters are loud, they attract zombies. And there was one time when, like, while we were playing, we were setting up to, like, move from one town to another. And, like we got, like, a school bus, we got another school bus filled with all, like, our food and all our weapons and all our tools, all our tools and shit. Tools.
Scottish there. You'll be fine, donkey.
And like that was my first time playing Project Zomboid that night. And Ian and his friend play that shit religiously. Like, they love that game. And honestly, I get it. It's a great game. So to hear these two guys who like play the game like religiously, the second I hear that chopper come in and they're like, "Oh fuck," I'm like, "Oh no." And so they, like, literally they were like, "Okay, let's go in the church over there, and we're just gonna hide. I was like, what? We're not even gonna run? They're like, no, we're gonna hide. So we go into the church, and we just go into a closet with 0 windows in it, because zombies can see you through windows. We just go into a closet, turn off the lights, and we just sit on the ground in silence. And we just hear, like, a zombie banging on a door. We hear a zombie banging on a window. Like, my Ian's friend was scared that maybe one of the zombies saw us. Because they were banging on the ship for a long time. But the news chopper saw us, so it stayed around for an extra bit of time. Meaning, so, like, we were just sitting there in this room, listening to zombies bang on the doors and all the windows. Like, it was so fucking scary. Like, it was legitimately getting to me.
Yeah.
Like, just one wrong move. Like, one person gets spotted. Like, one wrong move, and we're all fucking dead. And we have to go back to the start. We'll have no weapons, no food. Like, all the shit that we've trained up to get is, like, gone. Like, one wrong move, and we're all fucked. And we have to start over from the beginning. So, like, we're just sitting there, and we're just, like, so stressed out. We're, like, just... Oh, it was so scary. That was my Project Zomboid story. I hope you liked it.
That was good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I still think my favorite, like, experience watching someone play a video game or playing a video game myself was definitely, like, when you're playing Alien Isolation. Like, there was a couple seconds of lag, but it was still amazing. I was on, like, the edge of my seat the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
I also remember, like, when I watched, like, Jordan and I, we had a movie night a couple weekends ago. It was actually when I was still at school, and he watched Alien.
Oh, yeah, the first one?
Yes.
Did you like it?
And I had never seen it before, like, not in, like, full.
Right.
And it was so good.
Yeah, dude,
I fucking... chest burst scene, like, my hands were fucking sweating, and...
Yeah. Those movies are fantastic.
Yeah.
Alright, so the episode is over, but like I said, I do want to have a little sign that shows our progress, so...
Okay.
I'm gonna do that. Like, right now. So, any last minute things you want to say them now.
No.
Dude, I cannot wait to play fucking Alien Isolation again. Like, that game is terrifying, but, like, in the good way.
Yeah, I don't know if I can handle playing that game, to be honest. Granted, I play little relaxing little relaxing games.
Yeah. Although, do keep in mind that when I get scared, it's funny, and you're not the one playing it, so it's whatever.
I like that you're, like, the funniest when you're scared, and I'm the funniest when I'm angry.
Yeah.
What was I say about us as people, JJ?
That we're funny?
Psychoanalyze me.
Alright. Where do I want to put this sign? I'll put it right here. And then, what's today's date? There we go. Wonderful. Alright, whose turn? I think it's your turn to give forehead kissies.
Is it? I thought I just gave them last... Oh, no. You did.
Also, do you want to come look at the progress I made with the chunk?
Oh, sure. Let me just... Don't mind me. I'm just a little crusty because I'm laying on my floor and I'm using the trackpad on my computer. Crusty, watch me die immediately.
Shut the fuck up. Actually, I'm gonna kill this guy.
Good. He deserves to go.
I almost hit you. Thank God you got that enchanted armor.
Bro, I am got the drippiest fit on right now, dog. Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
impressive. Good shit, dog.
it's fucking crazy. Oh shit!
Oh!
Not gonna lie, I'm ending the episode like that.